Hi, it's Leslie Farouk at American School Foundation of Monterrey in northern Mexico. I am a high school biology teacher with 3 different biology classes on the go. The amount of work I have been putting in has made me a little less able to blog, and I'm thinking maybe a video blog is the answer for this week. A lot of things going on. The AP biologists revisited the biomolecules and made connections between the structure, their function, and where they're found in the human body, as well as what foods they're associated with. We also discussed the fact that there was recently a campaign in the United States to promote awareness of the fact that there's DNA in food, because everything you eat was alive before you eat it, and the DNA presence in food was something that was making some people as nervous as genetically modified organisms do, and there was a call for the same labeling, contains DNA. So this bulletin board is in the upper main hallway of our campus, designed to catch the eye and promote thought regarding these molecules that are seemingly very mundane to learn about, but that are so important both in what makes us who we are, what we look like, what we do, our biochemistry, and also makes our food what it is before we eat it. The pre-AP biologists have been working towards an understanding of the same biomolecules, getting to know their structures and their means of classification, either in groups or separately. So we worked on this 4-way Venn diagram, and students visited the board to enter their ideas based on a molecule sorting activity that I was exposed to at the UT Arlington AP Summer Institute for Biology this past June. Seemed to be very effective. The sorting activity and getting students to visit the board helps them to talk about shared confusions, also helps me to see later what I need to go back and readdress, and that's why I take a photo of it. Although the reflective glass whiteboards aren't as conducive to high quality photos as the old whiteboards were. My most exciting part of the week was the ability to see some of the passion project or pitch ideas that my students had. A few of the ones that were ready early pitched their project AMP, as a nod to Autonomy, Mastery, and Purpose from Daniel Pink. And I'm excited to see what they continue to work on and ultimately what they come up with, because their passion is igniting them, but their purpose is to work towards a greater understanding of biodiversity. And so while that was taking place, so too was the homeostasis exercise lab write-up via Doctopus in Google Docs, and you can see in the below inset that I now have some data that requires further probing and discussion between group members, who some of which have actually worked on the lab, which is due at 8 a.m. tomorrow, some of whom have yet to touch the lab. And so between that and a small 25-point quiz just to see the basics of what students know and are aware of, I'm going to go forward with that and try to decide what my next steps are as it pertains to catching anybody up on some of the basics of body systems and homeostasis out of NGSS, HSLS 1-2, and HSLS 1-3. Now that we have access periods where students can choose to go to a teacher for extra help, I can be using those with anybody who needs it in order to reinforce any or take care of any misconceptions or reinforce any content that needs it. And that's the week in review from high school biology at ASFM in D201, my classroom. Thank you.